Aquascaping is the art of designing underwater landscapes using rocks, plants, and driftwood to create a natural-looking aquarium environment. In today's tutorial, I will demonstrate how beginners can design a simple aquascape layout using the free online planning tool scapeit.io. This video is intended for beginner aquarium hobbyists or anyone interested in aquascaping who wants to plan their design before building a real tank. My name is DCIM Julian, and this video is part of my Digital Communication, Information, and Media coursework. You can find more of my work on my website at dcimjulian.wordpress.com. First, select Start Scaping, then Create New Scape, then select Blank Scape, then click Next. Now select your tank size, choose a standard tank size to start, and click Next. Now select your substrate. Substrate can be manipulated using these small white dots known as anchor points. Then click Back and select Background to choose your background. Next, we add the hardscape elements such as rocks or driftwood. Hardscape creates the structure of the aquascape and helps establish the main focal point of the aquarium. And here I'm just going through all the options, seeing what they have and what catches my eye. And then I'm going to begin placing them into the tank and planning out my scape. You can use the buttons on the bottom of the page to move objects forward and backwards, as well as horizontally and vertically. You can also copy items and delete items with the buttons on the bottom. Here I'm just adding some driftwood. I'm going to move it behind that rock to make it look like it's coming out from behind the rock. And then I'll add another one on the other side to make it look like it's all connected. And you can experiment with the design elements however you want, just to get used to using the platform. And now we're going to move on to the plants. Aquascapes usually use three different plant zones: foreground plants, midground plants, and background plants. These layers help create depth and balance in the aquarium design. And if you look to the right side of the screen, you'll notice the layers section. The layers section can be used to group items together, lock items in place so you don't accidentally move them around. And you could also hide items to see what the scape would look like with or without that item using the little eye icon. And here I'm going to continue placing plants around the scape, moving things around, manipulating the anchor points, and moving things up to the foreground, midground, and background. And now just adding some finishing touches on the plants. We're going to click back and then click on the Scape It icon to take us back to the home screen. Click Start Scaping. And now we can see our finished product. We're going to click Rename to name our project. And then you're also going to want to download a copy of this so you have it for reference for when you actually go to make your first aquascape. In today's tutorial, we created a beginner aquascape layout using scapeit.io. Planning your aquarium digitally allows you to experiment with layouts before building the tank in real life. If you found this tutorial helpful, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and visit my website to see more of my projects. Thank you for watching.